Usually in an article, you notice that they have a heading and they have a paragraph. This is creedbox.com, and if we scroll down, you notice that we have a heading and a paragraph in this website. We keep having heading and a paragraph, heading and a paragraph. So in this tutorial today, we'll teach you more about typography in HTML. In our last tutorial, we talked about elements and attributes in HTML, and today we will talk about headings, paragraphs, and basically typography in HTML. Now, talking about headings, now in graphics design, maybe like UI UX design, which is a course I am considering to build in the future, you need to, when designing maybe like an article, you need to put a heading so that people will understand where to first put their, like the hierarchy, where to first read, more like a heading. So now in HTML, I'm going to teach you today how to fix a heading into your website. And then it's very, very easy to fix in a heading into your website. But HTML has different sizes of heading in your website. So now we have the heading one, which is usually called as you open a opening tag, then heading one, and then with the closing tag, and you write this is a header, and then that's the heading one tag. And if you open this in the browser, you see that it's usually very big. This is a heading tag, and then you can actually use a CSS to actually make this way bigger than the way it is, but this is the usual size that the HTML keeps it. And then we have another heading. You can also call it the heading 2, and then tab, and then you have opening and closing tab, and then you have this is a header. And if you notice, if you come to the browser, you notice that the heading 1 is bigger than the heading 2. Now this depends on the article you are writing and how big you want to lay emphasis on a particular paragraph. And then we keep having this till H6. So I can say H6. Once you click on H6, you can click on tab, and it will just open, give you the opening and the closing tag. So from here, we can fix in this is a header. Well, we keep having a lot of them. We have H3 tab. This is a header. Then let me just copy this and show you how this works. We have the H4 tab, and then we have the H5 tab. And then with this, if we open it in the browser, you see different sizes of headers that you can actually start your article with. And then this is for the header tag. This is everything you need to know about the heading tag. And then you can actually increase the size of this and the design of it with HTML. But now this is core, sorry, with CSS. But right now this is core HTML. So to continue, we have the paragraph tag. Now, this is where once you put the headline in your article, and then the paragraph tag is where you explain the headline to the people. And the only way you do it in HTML, guess you already know, is the P tag. You open, press P, close it. That's the paragraph tag. And now let me just let me use the H1 tag now. Now let me just make this look a little cool to look in the eye. I'm going to put in a lot of dummy text here that doesn't really mean anything. Just go to uh, lipsum lipsum.com, then just copy some dummy text. You can copy from here or anywhere. Just copy this, or maybe if you have something you want to write to feel good about yourself or anything, just write it and then put it in here. And when you put it in here, most times your editor might likely show you something like this. Like it will make you want to scroll horizontally to look at it till the end. But the only way you can fix this is just click on alternate Z, and then this will all align very well for you. You see your opening p tag and then your closing p tag. So from here you could um, to continue from here, we could actually, let's say you want to make something. If we check this in the browser, this is what it looks like. Cool, sweet, good to look like. This is one of the best blogs in the world. Now, from here, let's say we want to make maybe like page to be bold. We want to lay more emphasis on the page. We could go to our code and then just page here, and then we'll put a tag that we call strong. Strong, strong, strong. Go, 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 go. Then the strong tag, and then we'll put the page in the middle of the strong tag. And then if we come to the browser, you see that page is now bold, and now this will lay more emphasis on the page to the users. Normally, the way it is when we are reading through blogs. And then if we want to make maybe like something to look italic, something to look maybe slanting, the writing, we could just, let's say something like this desktop now, we just say em, and then we just fix desktop in the middle of it. Then if we open it and you see that desktop is now written in italics form. Now these are basic typography you need to understand about HTML. And then at the same time, yeah, let's talk about line breaks. Maybe you don't really want this particular writing to span to the end of here. You want the line to break here so that this right here will fall to the second line. So what do? You just go here, and immediately after the full stop like this, you can put a tag we call the line break. It doesn't have a closing tag, just opening tag, line break. And then the editor automatically understands that line breaks don't actually have a closing tag, so they don't complete it for you. So now if we go to the browser right now, you see that there is this is no longer here. It has, the line has now broken down, and everything is now falling in place. So the last thing I actually want to talk about is comments in HTML. Now, as a designer, a developer, maybe let's say you are working for a firm, but you're not working alone. We have other programmers there in that firm, and they want to be able to understand your code when you're not there. So that's the importance of comments. Comments make other programmers, other developers to be able to read your code and understand. So if we are going to be working with you, or for whatever reason. So the way we write comments in HTML is uh, you just put something like this. You open opening tag, then exclamation, just like you're starting something like this, and then you put two dash signs, and it will help you close it for you. And the closing does not have this, so it will just close it for you, and you can say this is the heading. And then you can also put it down here, you open it, close, and then dash dash, and say this is the content. Now when another developer comes in, a designer comes into your website, and he wants to be able to adjust things from your website, maybe you people are working together, you will be able to understand that this is heading and this is a paragraph from what you've written here, and this will never show in the front end of the website. They will only be there in your codes so that you can use it to interact with other developers you're working with. So once again, good day everybody. Code Manga from creedbox, and then I want you people to like, subscribe, and comment on this video, and then tell me about what you would like us to improve in this video, and then see you next time.